All right, ladies and gentlemen, Frankie Sisto is back, and today we're going to have some fun. I know I shouldn't need to tell any of you that a lot of us are pretty excited for Halo Infinite. $500 million budget, free online multiplayer, and plenty of reasons to be optimistic that the once revolutionary series is at last returning to form. But as the gaming community waits patiently for the AAA blockbuster, players have found another title to sink their teeth into, Splitgate, a free-to-play FPS that's been touted as Halo meets Portal. And for good reason. The game takes clear inspiration from Halo, but adds a few new ingredients to the mix. The ability to bend the laws of space-time by jumping through portals being the major selling point. Developer 1047 Games seems to have struck a chord with the shooter community, as the game's open beta back in July reached over 10 million downloads. So many downloads, in fact, that the game's full release was delayed while the developers upgraded their servers to handle the exploding player base. And it's easy to see why people are excited. 1047 is shown to be very responsive to fan requests and feedback, adding new features to the game as they go. One could imagine that this could make Halo a little nervous. There's been a long-standing sentiment that Halo as a franchise has lost its way since the glory days. Now, while the recent technical preview left many fans happy and more excited than ever for the upcoming Halo Infinite, it also left many prominent figures like Dr. Disrespect wanting.
Halo to me was always the game, especially in the shooter genre, consoles, that I look forward to that would push the envelope of shooter games. Think about it, champs. 6 years. $500 million budget. Think about that. There was nothing that stood out to me.
Earlier this week, the good doctor was watching the Season 0, as the beta's been branded, reveal trailer on his stream, as he commentated on the happenings at Gamescom. The two-time had this question.
You know, it's kind of like a big thing with this game is when Halo comes out, how does this game perform? And will there be a feeling amongst Halo players who've been playing this game? Will they want to go back to Splitgate because of the portal mechanic? And maybe missing that from Halo.
While the doc may be on the fence, several well-known streamers, including Shroud, have been vocal about their love for Splitgate.
Listen, if you're considering playing Warzone, don't. Download this game instead. It's just that simple. Like, it really is.
Due to their similarities in feel, as well as fan-base doubts about Halo's upcoming holiday release, the subject of Halo versus Splitgate comes up pretty often. And this is certainly an interesting topic to discuss. If both are on the market, and Splitgate offers something that Halo does not, such as portal jumping, will people still want to play Halo? If Infinite disappoints hardcore players like recent entries in the series have, will many of them instead gravitate toward a fresh, spiritual successor that managed to further refine the formula that they loved? Obviously, we've seen similar scenarios in the MOBA market. The unprecedented success of League of Legends caused many other companies to create MOBAs of their own. Heroes of the Storm and the recently released Pokemon Unite come to mind. Some find success with a dedicated audience, while others taper off and disappear into the annals of history. Either way, League of Legends has remained king of the MOBA market. No other developer, at least thus far, has been able to match that game's success. With that said, players have generally been shown to gravitate to an established brand, but this is not to say that both cannot thrive in their own right. Splitgate is completely free to play, just as Halo Infinite's multiplayer will be. But Splitgate will have a wider distribution with the confirmation of availability on Sony consoles, and that's going to be with crossplay. Will players drop Splitgate like a hot potato when Halo Infinite releases? That's hard to say. The game is fun and brings something unique to the table in its own right. It's also well documented that 343 Industries is putting a strong emphasis on building an esports scene around Halo Infinite, announcing that organizations such as Envy, Cloud9, and other teams with rich histories in Halo esports will be returning for competition with Infinite. 1047, for their part, has expressed interest in Splitgate esports as well, though we still don't know exactly what that looks like yet. The more likely scenario is that while many players will probably stick with Halo, Splitgate will still maintain a dedicated competitive community of its own. And that's not a bad thing. So I ask you this, why not both? Until next time, be safe and be good to each other.